What's up, everybody? Garrett back here, and this is episode 2 of my series, Anchor Bay Archives, where I go through a lot of old Anchor Bay titles from more or less the DVD days, early Blu-ray days, on some of these editions that they just did, which I think are precursors to what we see today. A lot of these boutique labels, like giving all this extra special treatment to a lot of these titles that we love. So if you haven't watched episode 1, I actually did it on that cool Reanimator set that comes with the syringe. Really cool set, and there was a lot of hype behind it when it came out, and Reanimator being one of my favorite movies, it was just one I wanted to kind of get out of the way. But this one actually is considered a Blu-ray release, something extra special. This title actually did have a pretty cool DVD set that Anchor Bay did, which I will get into at another time. It was in like a tin case, and I will get into those tin cases at a later date. But when this thing hit Blu-ray, Anchor Bay did something so special with this title that this edition is actually really sought after amongst collectors. This set is even going for more than $400 on Amazon and eBay and stuff. And I'm talking about the limited edition locker for 1988's Heathers. So if you're not familiar with Heathers, it's almost like a dark comedy / drama. It's got Winona Ryder, Shannon Doherty, Christian Slater. Very, very cool late 80s flick. Now, again, this edition is something that I was really stoked when this came out because, again, it was just something so different. Now, the only problem with this is that it is hard to display because it's so big. Now, I'm lucky that I was able to keep the box this comes in. I'll open it because it has been opened, and I'm going to show you exactly why, but take a look at this. It's a full locker. What you get inside is you get all this. You get 2 discs, DVD, Blu-ray, you get some t-shirts, you get a book. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. So again, you get one of these 3 t-shirts in here. I'm not sure which one is in here. It's been a long time since I opened this thing. This thing came out in 2008. So I bet it's been about almost since that time that I probably opened this. It's probably been at least about 10 years. So I have no recollection what shirt is in here. It's probably still wrapped. I've never taken it out or opened it. Again, you've got DVD, you've got a Blu-ray, you've got a book, a collectible book in here. There's just a lot of cool stuff this entails. And what's nice about this edition is that there's actually extra room in the locker for you to add some different things, which I did, which we'll get into now. Now, again, the box is in great shape, as you can see. It's still got the cellophane on it here. I know some of them are ripped if you try to go on eBay or something, like some of this has been peeled off or the glue has unstuck. This one, so far, so good. The top says Heathers here. But again, I'm glad I went and kept this box back in 2008 instead of throwing it away, because the real goods is really the locker itself. But take a look at this. So you've got the front, the side says Heathers, the back side says Heathers. Very, very cool. You've got a little knob here. It doesn't really work, but if you open the locker, inside you've got a bunch of different goodies. So let me take a look here. Now, I don't see a shirt, which is odd. Unless it's buried in here somewhere. I definitely know I've never used that shirt or took that shirt. But what I did do was there was extra room. So when I upgraded this, I had this Anchor Bay DVD, which is a real cool. It's got that nice poster art there. I love when you see the little boat logo on the side. So what I did was single disc. It's got that little mini poster kind of thing here, the insert. I kept this and I just threw it inside the locker as an extra. So instead of when I upgraded, like getting rid of this, I just added it in the locker, which I think is really, really cool to have a feature where you could add something extra in here. So I'm going to take out this. This is a yearbook, right? So it says class of 1988. I don't really remember how this is all housed. I believe maybe the discs are in here. Like I said, they are in here. Such a long time since I've opened this thing, but I knew now was a good time to kind of dig back deep in it. So you get the 2 discs here. Behind the discs, you've got writing like you would on a yearbook. Very, very cool. You've got the pages here kind of going through stuff about the movie, so that's really cool. It's got different pictures from the movie. It's got different sayings, and it talks a little bit about it. It's set up like an actual yearbook, which is really, really cool. Now, it's got different things. It tells you about each character in here. And then on you go to the back side, there's a bunch of signatures on it with another disc back here. So again, very cool way it's housed in that more of like that yearbook type situation here. Very, very cool. And then there's another book here as well. So I had that, I have my DVD inside. Okay, so this is cool too. So again, this is complete. There hasn't really been anything toyed with it. These are all little magnets that you can peel apart and stick actually on this locker. So what a cool concept that is. Now, I didn't do any of that because again, I've always kind of had a collector's mindset. So when I bought this, obviously it was like, hey, what a cool addition back in 2008. But I knew this was something I want to kind of keep all together for future purposes. So like I said, now this being completely complete, near mint condition, it's going for a pretty penny, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection because nowadays it's just so ridiculously expensive. And then you get an Algebra 2 book. I think the shirt's in here because it feels puffy. So very, very cool. Again, you've got artwork in there. It kind of looks like the old library book where people's names are signed out. Very cool. It says Veronica Sawyer, which was Winona Ryder's character. And then on the back, there's more artwork. And so very, very cool. But yeah, this looks like this is where the t-shirt is housed. I don't know if I want to... I can see, I don't even know if I've ever looked in here before. So I don't know what shirt it is. As you can see, it's completely sealed, and you get one of these 3 shirts. It's black, so it's definitely either Greetings and Salutations or What's Your Damage. You get one of the 3 shirts, and these shirts are only available in this set, which again is completely sealed still from back in the day. Now, really cool. I mean, this is just what I'm talking about with Anchor Bay. Like, they went above and beyond with a lot of their releases, and I think it really was just so ahead of its time back then. And I still think we don't get enough things like this. I mean, look, this is a movie, Heathers. Like, it's a great movie and all, but, you know, to give this much thought and to this much love into this movie is just mind-blowing to me. Again, I'm sure this wasn't cheap to make. You've got the front, which is super detailed like a locker. You've got another extra piece here with a number on it. You've got the dial here. You've got the handle. You've got the hinges. This is real metal, and it comes with magnets that could stick right to this thing. So they didn't cheap out at all. Now, how much was this when I bought this? I have no recollection of that. I'm going to say I'm pretty sure this was under $100. I don't think back in 2008 I would have spent over $100 on a single release. I just don't think I would have. So if I had to guess, I'm thinking this probably hung around the $60 range, which is crazy to think about. Because like I said, now if something like this came out, it would be well over $100, even for just a single movie. But the quality of what you're getting here is nothing like you're getting now. Like, this is no hard box or cheap cardboard. Like, this is legit a metal locker, and it's heavy too. So again, guys, this is episode 2. Let me know if you remember this release. Did you ever see this release before? I'm sure it's pretty hard to come by now as far as like seeing it at thrift stores or anything like that, especially in great condition like this. Let me know if you remember it. And like I said, Heathers did have another cool edition from Anchor Bay, which was another one of those tin editions as well, but that's something we can get into another time. But this was the Blu-ray for Heathers when it first came out. And to be honest, I don't know if Heathers has another Blu-ray outside of this one. Maybe it does, but this is the only edition on Blu-ray of Heathers I have, and it's one that came out in 2008. So guys, thank you for checking this out. If you're a big fan of this series, I really like this series. I like to go back in time and talk about these cool collector's editions that maybe you guys just haven't seen before because some of you started collecting a little bit later on. But like I said, Anchor Bay has so many cool releases. I've got a bunch of stuff I can do. But if you know of any that you really want me to showcase, again, it has to be from Anchor Bay. And I don't care what year it came out, but if it's something that you said, oh, remember this, if I have it, I'll definitely put it on the list to do. But I hope you like this series. Let me know what you think of this Heathers Locker Blu-ray set. And this is Garrett at Born to Be Rad. And like always, stay rad.